Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. If you're new here, my name is Paulina. This channel is all about beauty, and today we're going to test this new Natasha Denona Mini Rose palette. So let's take it out of the box, and this is what it looks like. Let me just open that so that you can see more clearly. These are the shades, and this is supposed to be a sister palette to this one. This is the Starlet palette from last year. So this is Mini Starlet, and I mean, I can't believe how messy it looks, but that's probably my fault. And this is Mini Rose. So I kind of get why these are supposed to be sisters, but at the same time they don't look particularly similar, so that's a good thing, obviously. Both of these palettes have 3 matte and 2 shimmery shades, which I think is a perfect ratio for a £5 palette. Alright, so let's start with some swatches. Okay, so first up we have Golden Rose, and this is duochrome rose with a gold shift. That is pretty. Next up we have Opart, and this is Matte Dark Taupe. Then we have Flamingo Matte Light Soft Pink. Next one is Psychedelic Chroma Crystal Baby Pink with Multicolor Sparks Topper. And then the last one is Andy Matte Medium Lilac. So these are the swatches. I think this is actually a really beautiful color story. Let me just quickly swatch Starlet next to it so that we can compare. Alright, so there you go, a quick comparison. So we have Mini Rose swatches over here, and then we have Mini Starlet swatches here. So yes, these are actually quite different. The Mini Starlet one is generally a little bit darker. I don't know why, but this Mini Rose palette is giving me like this perfect kind of wedding type of eyeshadow palette. Okay, so far so good. Now it's time to try this palette on my eyes. So since we only have 5 shades here, I'm just going to test all of them and apply them as they go without really putting much thought in it. So I'm going to start with obviously this lightest shade here, and I'm going to apply it all over my eyelid. Alright, this is a nice surprise straight away. Usually those like light shades don't really show on my skin, but this one actually does. And maybe it's not something extremely obvious, this is still a very light shade, but I can definitely tell the difference in color of my eyelid now. So yeah, that is a nice start. We're going to move on to this shade over here, and I'm just going to apply to my crease and my outer corner. Okay, this is a really beautiful color, really nice pigmentation, and it applies really nicely too. That is such a beautiful shade that actually makes me really happy. I'm going to apply the same shade on my lower lash line. And now time for the darkest shade. I'm going to use a little bit like smaller brush now, and I'm going to apply this shade along my lash line. Same thing on my lower lash line, but I'm going to be a little bit more precise with this shade. Yeah, I think this is actually a really pretty subtle look. Let's play with some shimmers now. So we have this duochrome here, and then we have this topper. So I'm just going to apply the duochrome first with my finger, and I'm applying it all over my eyelid. Do you know what? I think this palette makes a lot of sense. Like, these shades blend so beautifully together. Like, everything seemed to really work for this very fresh looking subtle makeup. I like it. I don't think this is the type of palette that would like boost your creativity, but it's definitely one that's going to be very easy to use, and whatever you're going to create, that seems like it's going to be really beautiful. Okay, so the last shade that we need to test is this topper here. So again, I'm just going to apply it with my fingertip, because as you can see, this duochrome is not extremely sparkly, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of that topper here. And there you go, very simple, very subtle. Nothing here is over the top, nothing here is extremely sparkly or shiny. Everything is very beautifully subtle. So let me just finish my eye makeup and apply some mascara, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm back with my finished makeup. What do you think? Do you know what? I think this is a really beautiful palette. I think I used the word subtle like probably 10,000 times in this video, but to be honest, I think this is the most accurate description of this palette. And on top of that, everything about this palette works perfectly. We have these lovely formulas, everything blends really nicely. The colors actually work together really beautifully. It is very easy to use, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a problem at all to create a really beautiful makeup, even if you are a beginner. So I have to admit, when I first saw this palette, I thought, maybe this is going to be a little bit boring because like there's nothing really that interesting going on here, but I actually really like it. Again, maybe not something to boost your creativity, but definitely something to create a very simple yet beautiful makeup look. Okay guys, so this is everything from me. Let me know what you think about this new mini rose palette by Natasha Denona. I would love to know your thoughts about it. Thank you very much for watching. For more beauty related content, check those videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye.